Something about precious gems and metals really gets the human brain all fired up. Maybe it's their scarcity, maybe it's their beauty, maybe it's Maybelline. Regardless of the reason, we put all sorts of stock into rare minerals mined from the earth, and over the years, this has caused plenty of problems. I'm talking murder, betrayal, and general thievery. This is why we can't have nice things. And the nicer the things we have, the more likely someone is to commit a terrible act in order to get their grubby paws on them. With this, I present my theory of cursed jewelry. The nicer and more expensive a piece, the more likely a negative emotion is to be projected upon it, resulting in curses, haunts, and dark magic. This is how we end up with life-stealing medallions, tragedy-attracting diamonds, and gold rings filled with malice. On that note, let's discuss the top 5 haunted pieces of jewelry you should never wear. Coming in at number 5, we've got the Delphi Purple Sapphire. Gorgeous. Amethysts were always my favorite kind of stone as a certified rocks and minerals kid, but if I had known about this specific purple sapphire, I would have lost my mind. It actually is an amethyst, but it somehow got the title of sapphire. Maybe it sounded more impressive at the time? Kind of like how blue raspberry isn't a thing, but damn does it sound good. That's the thing about gemstones too, I just want to eat them. You know, they look way too good, but that's a topic for another day. Now, we'll talk about the curse upon this precious stone instead. Going back to the first known appearance of this lovely piece of jewelry, we find that all of the misfortune associated with it started with the British. Of course, any major problem in world history can be traced back to the British Empire at this point, and yes, I am throwing shade at Lucy. Hopefully I survived the week. So a British soldier snagged the purple sapphire from the temple of Indra in India and made off with it like a thief in the night. Eventually, a wealthy man by the name of Edward Heron Allen came into possession of the gem. According to those around him, the moment he laid hands on it, misfortune abounded. As a scientist, Heron Allen attempted to neutralize the bad luck associated with the stone, but to no avail. So, like any responsible citizen of the world, he handed it off to a pal. Thus began a string of handoffs, punctuated by more misfortune, death, and dismay than ever. Wherever this amethyst sapphire showed up, chaos was sure to follow. Seeing enough, Heron Allen took the Delphi Purple Sapphire back and packed it into an insanely complex box, gave it to his bankers, and ordered them to keep it sealed until 33 years after his death. He also instructed the next owner of the gem to cast it into the sea to prevent any further misfortune. However, his daughter didn't seem to think that was the best call and instead donated it to the London Natural History Museum. Seems like a lot of cursed pieces end up in museums, huh? I wonder what the night guards think of that. Coming in at number 4, we've got the Real One Ring. Cursed rings haven't been quite the same ever since J.R.R. Tolkien penned the One Ring into existence. The powers imbued into the finger adornments of Middle-earth now rule over the collective idea of cursed jewelry. There's nothing quite like the ring that drove men to madness and attracted forces of evil wherever it went. But where did that idea come from in the first place? Well, apparently Tolkien was inspired by a real-life ring. This ancient golden loop was found near Silchester and bears a historically verifiable curse. Apparently it dates back to the Iron Age and originates from an ancient Roman town. Inscribed upon it is the Latin phrase, Senicianus, live well in God. This is where the curse comes from, as it seems that a man named Senicianus stole the ring from another man. In order to exact his revenge, the owner of the ring contacted a being known as Nodens and requested that he curse Senicianus. A tablet was found later detailing this curse, which essentially says that the ring will curse anyone named Senicianus until it is returned to the temple of Nodens. As the ring is still out there and not at this temple, we can only assume that it still is cursed. However, Senicianus isn't that popular of a name these days, so I'm not so sure how powerful the curse is anymore. Maybe it curses folks with a name that could be considered the modern equivalent, or maybe the curse dies out with the use of the name. Either way, the idea of a cursed ring and the inspiration it brought about is pretty wild to think about. Coming in at number 3, we've got the Black Prince's Ruby. The great imposter. I'd make an Amogus joke, but then I'd actually have to be buried alive and tried for crimes against humanity, so maybe not today. But this supposedly priceless gem is actually not as priceless as those who owned it might like you to believe, because it's not actually a ruby. It's just a red spinel, passed off as a ruby by whoever could benefit from such a trick. Pretty much immediately after coming into possession of it, King of Castile, Pedro the Cruel, was attacked by his brother as a challenge to the crown. Next in line was the Black Prince, who supposedly earned it for his success in battle. From there, it remained in his collection for years, but he died of a mysterious illness while holding on to it. From there, the stone was inextricably linked to violent battles, near-death experiences, and a fair share of treachery. It was worn into battle, stolen, sold, and handed off to different warlords. All that time while being a not-so-valuable gem. But the folks who got their hands on it seemed to believe that it was indeed a ruby and didn't take in the cursed history. In more modern incidents, incidents, jewelers who reset the stone saw their workshop burned down, and the Tower of London was bombed while housing this gem during World War II. Regardless of how nice this stone looks, try to avoid wearing it, yeah? Coming in at number 2, we've got the Black Orlov diamond. Another curse supposedly endowed by an act of thievery, this precious gemstone is said to have been stolen from the eye of a Brahma statue in Pondicherry. Gods don't tend to look fondly upon thieves, especially ones who are bold enough to steal their eyeball. So naturally, this diamond carries a hefty curse. This curse, like most, seems to follow anyone who dares to possess the diamond. Folks who took this gemstone with them inevitably ended up splattered all over the pavement. There were 3 different instances of gemstone enthusiasts leaping from tall buildings after claiming the diamond as their own. Eventually, word of the curse got around, and a jeweler decided to split the diamond up into 3 pieces. This was meant to divide up the curse and possibly even strip it of its power. But that didn't stop people from feeling a little spooked around the Black Orlov. Yeah, its reputation precedes it, and even folks who are rumored to be about to wear it tend to back out at the last minute. Maybe they can feel the malevolence emanating from it, or maybe they just don't like the idea of skydiving without a parachute. And finally, at number 1, we've got the Hope Diamond, the cursed diamond to end all cursed diamonds. What a wonderful gemstone. Again with the stealing though, rumored to have been lifted from an Eastern religious statue, as imperialists tend to do, everyone who claimed the Hope Diamond soon found themselves totally out of hope. Ironic, yeah? But until it landed in a museum, like all good cursed jewelry does, the Hope Diamond left a path of destruction. Marie Antoinette had it for a while, and she ended up without a head. Same goes for King Louis XVI, no dome. People were crushed by mobs, attacked by dogs, and flung from carriages for simply owning this diamond, and there's not much else to say. It's a gorgeous gem, colored blue by trace boron particles and cut to be as resplendent as possible. But this is best left in a museum, as any travel outside might end some lives or crush some dreams. It's been a good long while since an old-fashioned diamond heist though, huh? Who's gutty enough to give it a try? I accept no responsibility for anybody who actually would attempt to do such a thing. I think maybe we should make a movie about it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Stick to costume jewelry, like me. Signet rings from major retailers and cheesy digital watches should do the trick. No curses here, just consumerism. Gotta love it. It's probably because I'm not part of high society that I don't encounter legacy jewelry that often, you know? Maybe someday. So, what did you think of the list? Did you agree with my picks? What piece of haunted jewelry makes your skin crawl? Make sure you let me know down in the comments. Speaking of comments, let's take a look at some of your more intrepid ones from the top 5 scary demons living on Earth, part 4. The Unituber says there will indeed be many more demons in this category as we humans are busily transforming Earth into hell. And we're really good at it too, eh? All for the glory of profit. Kevin Johnson says, I can see a prequel of La Llorona in the future. Are you a psychic? Can you see my success in the future? Astaru says, I wouldn't be too surprised if this video series goes up until its 6th part. It already reached part 4, a number that some countries already consider as the number for death. Maybe we'll make it to episode 666 someday. Not realistic, but a fun number. Amazing Sansar says, make video on Simpsons. Oh, we've got plenty of those, my friend. Search Simpsons on our channel and go wild. And Psycho Mikey says, Jinn are not demons. They were demonized by the damned Catholic Church. Yeah, but who hasn't been demonized by them at some point? And that's all the time we have for today. I'm going to bring a bull into the local china shop. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.